we have Nia Matthews and Callum Hume, if I got your name right.
I'm Hume.
Great. So they're both third years?
Second,
yeah.
both of us, yeah.
Yeah, great. So they're both BeCom ambassadors. If you want to tell us a bit about your roles, how you kind of got there.
I actually found the role on Instagram. It was a prior student ambassador who had been advertising and promoting BeComAware online. I clicked on the link and then got involved that way. So I did an interview application via email, and then went through the process with Sybil, who's our coordinator, the founder of BeComAware, and then that's how we both landed the roles, really. BeComAware itself is an online educational platform looking to increase and benefit commercial awareness, particularly for students, because what Sybil found was that often a lot of the time, even though you have platforms or universities talking about the need to develop commercial awareness, it's sometimes really difficult to, because a lot of people don't understand the jargon involved or specific terms, and so it can be really hard to engage with commercial awareness. And so what the platform seeks to do is make that more accessible to everyone and make commercial awareness a bit easier to understand and develop.
Yeah. Could you recommend any type of like website or resources that any students can maybe use to kind of build up that commercial awareness?
Yeah, well, obviously as BeComAware ambassadors, we're going to promote BeComAware. It's brilliant.
Normally the yearly membership would be £119 and 88 pence, but we've managed to get a promotion code for you guys. So if you use the promotion code EXET Uni 2122, you will then get that annual package for £29.99, which in our opinion is an absolute steal, because with this you'll be given the privileged information of full access to the website. So that includes regular content published. You'll also get access to courses, of which you get a certificate upon completion. You also get access to video modules and quizzes, and receive news roundups on the relevant topics. In addition to that, you get access to successful training contract applications, which can be immensely helpful if you're trying to look for that. And you also get personal statement application answers. And you also are on the premium mailing list. Free features includes joining the mailing list. You're on the free mailing list still, so you still do get access to content, albeit limited. You also get free coverage of educational commercial awareness content on social media, which I'm sure most of you have already checked out. If not, please do. And then you also get access to content on our website, albeit limited, but there's still content there even if you're not paying for the subscription.
Yeah, overall, like BeCom is probably one of the best kind of like platforms to get that commercial awareness, like updates and stuff like that. Because I've tried kind of looking at like other things, like but it kind of feels like all submerged by all this information. Like, what's the main bits? And I think for the like you guys' Instagram page and how you kind of like keeping up to date with all like the major commercial awareness issues, I know a lot of students like find it difficult like to go and find, because of how like you have like these major like platforms like The Economist or like Financial Times, and kind of figuring out like how do I understand it in like the shortest amount of time, and
exactly.
Get information in like in a very like kind of creative way, because I think that's how most of us learn kind of best. Any commercial awareness update you want people to know about?
We both recently, every month we write articles for BeComAware, which get published on the website then. So recently we've both done 2 for October. Mine focused on the Pandora Papers. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but that was where I've got my article up here. It was a recent release of 12 million documents, which basically saw a leak of offshore data. So I discussed that and how that impacted the UK government, how it impacted the rule of law in particular, and then how it impacted on whistleblowers and technology. And so if you're to tie that into commercial awareness, say you've got law firms that are advising these clients who have been involved in like offshore scandals or anything like that, it's really important to kind of see how that can impact the firm and impact how they would give advice to their clients.
Yeah, so mine was on robots and whether they could sort the current issues we have on labour shortages. A lot of people seem to think that robots will completely end up taking people's jobs, but realistically, they're more replacing the more monotonous tasks that can be carried out far more effectively by robots, whereas us humans can then focus on more central tasks to the business. I talked about how both business owners and customers could prepare for this because it's inevitable it's going to happen. We were saying that we also get given the flexibility to choose articles ourselves. So instead of having to write about a certain set topic, we therefore get a wider variety. Obviously, that expands the scope of, various areas of commercial awareness.
Being students, I find that it's really valuable because we're getting to benefit from doing the role ourselves as well as helping others. And obviously, being second years, we kind of focus on topics that we think would help other law students or business students, anyone seeking to improve their commercial awareness. So I think we kind of choose topics that might be relatable or interesting for people to find out about, just because I know that commercial awareness may seem quite dry and it may seem as though, or I don't know where to start, but if you find interesting topics that you can kind of start off with and build your awareness from that, then it's brilliant.
September edition, we covered commercial property because we found there was quite a gap in commercial awareness around that topic. So then all the ambassadors were set a task to create an article based off that.
Actually, if you've got specific law firms in mind of what you're applying to, as I'm quite a lot of first and second years will do at the moment, have a look on their websites, have a look, just search up any commercial awareness issues or any deals that they've done recently, commercial deals that they've done maybe with other companies or with the clients, and see how that can tailor back to them and the impacts they have on the firm itself. In terms of commercial awareness issues, so as I previously mentioned with the Pandora Papers issue that's recently occurred, just thinking about, okay, how might this impact an international law firm with different clients stretching around the globe? If they've got a client that's been impacted or has had, offshore data scandals released, how can this impact them and how can it impact how the firm will offer advice to them?
Now I feel like BeCom really has like that great structure and like that great way of kind of seeing exactly like what you could be writing and like how to structure that when you're writing vacation schemes and even training contracts.
We get set topics, as I previously mentioned, every month, and then research is very much independent. You kind of go with what you want, searching up different topics that might be relevant to the area of law that you're publishing on. And then in terms of how we structure our articles, we discuss the topic, and then in particular, we'll mention how they impact various stakeholders. So that's kind of where you're developing your commercial awareness then, seeing how we've got these issues that are occurring in X, Y, and Z, but how are they impacting on firms? How are they impacting on clients, even business owners, any regions like that? The impact is really crucial because that's what's going to show particular employers your knowledge and kind of your application of the topics that you're interested in or have been researching on.
Exactly. Or how would you define commercial awareness in general?
Reading the current trends on, for example, business-related articles in the news, and essentially you look at these articles, whatever they may discuss, and you need to try to imagine how it will affect the various stakeholders in these businesses. So whether that be, the client, the firm itself, or investors, etc.
Most people's perception of like commercial awareness at the beginning was the fact that they need to like know all these like kind of like statistics or like these facts that realistically no one could ever like fully.
It's really not the case.
Other than that, that's it. And thank you guys for coming.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Bye guys.
Bye.